In the heart of the forest was a small village that had been abandoned many years before. The villagers left in a hurry, abandoning their homes, possessions, and even their animals. No one knew why they left so suddenly, but rumors swirled that the forest was cursed. Years went by and the village was forgotten. But one day, a group of tourists stumbled upon an abandoned village. They were fascinated by the mysterious ruins and decided to camp for the night. As they settled in, they began to hear strange sounds coming from the forest. At first they thought it was just the wind, but the sounds grew louder and clearer. They heard whispers, footsteps, and even the sound of something breathing. Suddenly one of the hikers disappeared. They searched desperately for him, but he was nowhere to be found. The other hikers were terrified, but tried to convince themselves that he had just gone into the woods. But then they heard his voice. It was faint, but it was unmistakable. He was calling for help. They followed the sound of his voice deep into the woods. As they walked, the forest grew darker and twisted. The trees seemed to approach them, and the air was filled with an oppressive energy. They could feel eyes watching them from the shadows. Finally, they approached a clearing. In the center of the clearing stood a tall, dark figure. It had glowing eyes and sharp claws, and its body was covered in fur. This creature had haunted the village for centuries. The travelers froze in fear as the creature approached them. It spoke to them in a language they could not understand, but its intentions were clear. He wanted revenge on the villagers who had left the forest and left him to suffer alone. The travelers tried to flee, but the creature was too fast. One by one, it caught them and dragged them away into the darkness. They never returned. Years later, another group of hikers stumbled upon an abandoned village. They found the remains of the first group scattered throughout the forest, and they heard whispers from the wind warning them to stay away from the cursed forest.